Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into Rutherford Weather Update. And we've got a little bit to talk about. A winter weather advisory has been issued, but not for our area. We'll show you the little donut hole that's cut out here and kind of go through the details. The questions today have been how much snow, how much ice, what are we going to be dealing with here? And kind of riding a fine line. So let's kind of just jump into some of the details. Here is our forecast, and the Thursday forecast, 36 degrees with a low of 14 and 70% chance of precipitation, so definitely going to get something. Look at the cold temperatures. Friday, 30 and 22. Saturday, 20 and 5. Down to 0 Saturday night into Sunday morning, 35 for the high, but then a warming trend next week, which will be nice. 25 degrees as we do this here on this 17th of January, just after 5 o'clock. Let's take a look here at the watches, warnings, advisories, and this is a winter weather advisory. Everywhere you see the purple. But one thing you will notice, here's Rutherford County with Williamson County in the advisory, Davidson County and Wilson County, three of the counties that surround Rutherford, but Rutherford not in this winter weather advisory. The winter weather advisory is in effect from noon Thursday until early Friday morning, with a mix of precipitation expected, total ice accumulations up to 1/10 of an inch, snow accumulations less than an inch in the areas in purple, and travel will be treacherous in those areas. So for those of you who travel to Nashville, it could be an issue. And again, we're only talking here from Murfreesboro to downtown Nashville about 30 miles. So either way you look at it, we're awfully close. From Murfreesboro to Franklin, 25 miles. Up here to downtown Lebanon, 25 miles. So very close in all of this. We'll take you through the model data here in just a second. And got a graphic here to show you from the National Weather Service as well. So let me pull that up so we can take a look at what we're expecting. This from the National Weather Service showing freezing rain chances for Thursday. And if you take a look here, you'll see that we're kind of in a donut hole. And here is Murfreesboro, right about there. Smyrna, Laverne on further up here. This is Shelbyville, down there where I circled. So you can see what kind of where the winter weather advisory has been issued and what all that means. So this is a product the Weather Service has the ability from the Weather Prediction Center. This is showing a 30 to 50% chance of freezing rain. North of Nashville, 70 to 90% chance. And then the blues here, the darkest blue is a less than 10% chance. So you would have to think that this level and this level are between 10 and 20%. And then right here, I guess that's 0% because there's no color there whatsoever. What's expected during this? Travel delays, icy sidewalks. This is basically an area from west of 65 and north of 40 and over in the plateau where it's always seemingly cooler. Let me give you kind of a bit of a close-up here. I know it's by the time you blow up the actual photo file here, it kind of does something to it, stretches it out and blurs it a little bit. But there's Murfreesboro. Here's Smyrna. And so right there on the edge of the possibilities of some wintry precipitation. But the thinking is that with our forecast being a slight chance of rain or freezing rain between noon and 1, then rain showers likely, high of 35, 5 to 10 mile per hour winds with gusts up to 20 coming out of the south. So that helps to bring in a little bit warmer air. And the Weather Service is going with little or no ice accumulation expected, and then showers before 10 o'clock before it kind of cuts things off there. So that's kind of the thinking from the National Weather Service. And the best chance of ice accumulations, again, west of 65, north of 40, and those accumulations are going to be under 1/10 of an inch. But any ice we know can cause some problems, right? Cold again Friday through Sunday, and then a warming trend next week. We're going to be in the 60s by Wednesday next week with rain on Tuesday and Wednesday. So let's kind of dive into some of the model data, shall we? Go ahead and run the HRRR here. Make sure, well, I can go to the 20Z. Let's see what it shows here. It's not going to take us far enough out there. So, and the 19, no, let's go back to the 18Z and run that real quick. And it'll kind of give us an idea. And this is a computer model depiction of what could happen. As you can see from the HRRR, this is at 12 p.m. tomorrow. So at 12 p.m., this is showing us maybe freezing rain here in our area at 12 p.m. We go on to 2 p.m. You can see some of the greens beginning to show up here, right? That's rain, freezing rain in the hot pink areas. That's 6 o'clock. Rain here for Rutherford County. Pretty much Fate Sanders in Smyrna. So right on the line with Wilson County up toward Laverne. Maybe some areas of freezing rain mixing in, but at 6 p.m. looking like mostly rain. 7 p.m., mostly rain. 8 p.m., rain. 9 p.m., rain. 10 p.m., rain. You can see along I-40 and to the north, that's where we have the area of freezing rain. There's 11 p.m., 12 a.m., pushing on out of here by 1 or 2 o'clock and onto the plateau. So you can see that we're mostly in rain. See if we can pull up one additional model here and take a look just to give you a comparison. And boy, this is really a tricky forecast because you have a degree or two can really change things. And what's the profile of the air the further you go into the atmosphere? That can be part of the problem. So let's back this up to, there's noon and there's 1 o'clock. That's showing rain. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, rain. And just to give you an idea, remember, this is Interstate 40 right through here. It always seems to be a dividing line, right? Just look at that. It's uncanny how that happens. So you're talking about rain here. I'm not very good at writing here. And then freezing rain in the areas, Dixon, North Nashville. Nashville downtown may be on that dividing line, it looks like as well. Taking this a little further out, there's 6 p.m. rain, 7 p.m., 8, 9, jump all the way to, well, let's back it up one here. There's 10 and 11. There's 12 where it's showing maybe the possibility of ending as some light snow. So flurries flying possibly toward the end of the event. and then on out of here with just maybe some lingering flurries. Now, this is showing at 7 a.m. on Friday morning a shot at some snow, light snow in the darker blue, the lighter blue showing heavier snow. So we may have a little impulse kind of come through here early in the morning on Friday and bringing just a bit of snow. There's 7 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m. So flurries are not out of the question on Friday, it looks like, from this particular computer model, and then pushing on out. So that is a look at what the models are showing and the official forecast. Did want to show you here as well, just to kind of give you a look at some of the traffic cameras. Let's pull this over. And here is 840 at Highway 41, or Nashville Highway, just to kind of get a peek at the roads. And the interstate's in pretty good shape. Off-ramps could be a little tricky, as we can see, but running pretty good right now. Just take a peek at another. Here is I-24 at Medical Center Parkway. We'll pull up that camera, and it shows things pretty good. Here's the on-ramp. You can see maybe here there's still some snow in part of the lanes, but pretty much clear sailing and traffic running at a pretty normal pace here. So it's an additional thing that we have that we're able to show you as we kind of work at our forecast. Well, again, here's the forecast from Weatherology. 36 and 14 tomorrow with rain. It's going to be a mixture, but it looks like mainly rain here for us here in Rutherford County, which if you have the choice between rain and freezing rain or sleet, I think we'd all want rain, because there's nothing but trouble that comes with freezing rain, that's for sure. Well, that will do it for this update. Thought we'd just pop on. Had a lot of questions today about, you know, is it going to snow? What's the weather going to be like on Thursday and Friday? And so I think this gives us a little bit better idea. Be sure to follow us on all of our socials. Ruco Weather, R-U-C-O Weather, on YouTube, Facebook, and X. And the website is up, RutherfordWX.com. Rutherford Weather, RutherfordWX.com. It's got links to the socials. We've got any weather-related stories posted there. So trying to keep you updated on all of those places. All right, thanks again for joining us here on Rutherford Weather, an update for the Thursday storm system on January the 18th. Have a great evening.